Hello, and welcome to part 2. Here, I will discussing about what I've found on the bike. I finally managed to get it back in the garage. Hello, Drago. So don't mind that one. Yes, I did notice a few issues with the bike. With some of them, I'll be fixing today, and some of them I have to wait a little bit. Basically, what happened, I've noticed that the rider saddle it's broken, so it has this part in here that it's flipping. That here should be a bar at the back to adjust the height of it, and at the front as well. Again, you can adjust the height so the saddle sits higher or lower. Because I don't have that one, I can't ride the bike because this will literally just sit on the ABS module and on the what we have here, relays and the fuse box. That's not fantastic. One thing I haven't seen in the Copart pictures, it's the fuel cap. So this is been smashed in here and it doesn't close. That's it, it sits like that. Now my problem with this one is the fact that first of all it could be some metal pieces that went inside the tank, metal shavings, things like this, so that's not fantastic. Also, when I picked up the bike, as you probably noticed, there are a few, let's say, marks on it of mud and dirt and splashes of rain, so water dripping down on the bike, which makes me think there could be a lot of dirt, sand, even water inside the tank. So I did not start the bike. I was too afraid to do that because I don't want to destroy the fuel injection system. Also, I want to clean it before I carry on investigating the bike, because I'm not sure if it's being crashed or anything like. It doesn't have any signs of damage of being crashed. It does have here, I know it's small, I mean, I'm not sure if you can actually see it, but it has this part that is rusting out, and this one here and a bit on the corner. So I'm thinking whoever stole it, basically, they got spooked, they just dropped the bike on the side and they left. So the bike is being sitting on the side. I'm not sure if anything got in the tank at that point as well, but that's why I did not start the bike. The second reason I was afraid of starting the bike is, from what I've seen in the manual, over here you can check the oil level. Let me get the camera in a better angle. So this one, as you see, there is nothing. I mean, the bike does have only 1,304 miles, but the fact that the oil level is below minimum and I have not started the engine, it's a bit worrying for me. Because of that, on the way back, I stopped to a Royal Enfield dealership and I bought an oil change service kit, which comes with a filter, O-rings, and plenty of oil made for this engine. And then I bought another box as well that comes with all the parts required, which are ignition barrel, the barrel for the saddle, which is here, and then to get to there I probably have to dig under here. Also have to remove this one, and I've seen on my mate there's a cable here that I can probably be able to pull this one in here to remove this saddle to go deeper in there. If not, I can probably jam a flat screwdriver in there, put a 10mm wrench on it and just snap it out. Before washing, I have to do, first thing I have to change this one, the fuel tank cap, because the last thing I want is to actually put more foam and more water inside the tank by me trying to wash it all over, because the bike doesn't look that dirty, probably doesn't look that dirty in the video, but everywhere I touch the bike, my hands, even with gloves and stuff, they get dirty, so then I'll get more stuff dirty, I get my tools dirty, which it's a bigger pain in the ass. So let's crack on with this one. Oh, now I have spare screws. Two. Should I use the old ones? Nah. I use this as spares. And voila! Why would you put a screwdriver when you can do this? And then there you go, full access to it. Yeah, there's also this part in here that is missing. As you can see, there is present here, is missing, which means there's a chance of that one being down in there. Also, I will bring the camera in here. The tank, boom. The paint here it's coming off a bit, so I need to clean that. Slight rust in there, and this is a metal bit. There you go. So should I think I'll wipe it or vacuum it. This one is fine. This one is this one is bent. So that side in there is bent where they put a screwdriver and pop it out. I'm hoping I don't have to change the whole fuel tank just for that. If I'm gonna change the fuel tank, I'll definitely go for the service one. Also, just noticing here, yeah, look at this as well. So there is rust in here. The paint cracked exactly on the seam, and there's rust starting to form, which is not fantastic. It's another point down for the tank and another reason to get on a service. Clean enough. That smells funny. The moment of truth. Let's see if this thing closes or not. It should actually fully lock, so there's no smell of petrol coming out again. Ah, okay, so it needs to be... it retracts, and then I put it in here, pressing in. Well, it holds. It holds pretty well. I guess it only holds on one side. I still smell petrol though. Petrol. So this is what I'm actually talking about. Over here, as you can see, it's bent in. Now there is more light. So I will try to bend that one out. Right. So this is the bit that is left to be unbent, but while trying to do this one, put too much force and it started to bend in there, so I want to fix that one. Aha, there you go. Come on. My god, the amount of force I'm putting in here. Leave it as is. I think it gets to a point where it's not worth going more than this, just because of the potential damage it might happen. A few beats back. Okay, come on. Because I want to make it look nice. And over here, just this one. Okay. How do I check the seal? If it's sealing well. Need to think about something. Let me close it. Okay. Locked. 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 Let's see if we succeeded. how can I check this? You know how I can check this actually? You know what I'll be doing? When I will be taking the tank off, I will be putting it upside down, so all the pressure from the fuel will be in the cap, and if it doesn't leak, then that's a pass. Even though that's not the most brilliant idea. Should I start removing this, or you know what, let's keep my ADHD under control. I'll be taking it out, give it a quick wash. See you in a minute. It looks much better than expected. It looks to be in a really good condition. This one pulls on that one. If I pull it with my hand hard enough. Huh. So. Haha! Oh, this is heavy. Ooh! We got goodies. Tool pack. What it comes with. Nice! It comes with everything. By the looks of it, nothing is missing. That's nice. Damn wet. We got this one, which works for the fuel filter. No, it doesn't. Then it's just for the front axle. How do I get down in there? So I need to remove that. I want to see what's behind this. To see what's behind that, I need to remove this. To remove this, we got first this one. Come on. So now we got these plugs. What are these plugs for? That we can remove. Aha! I see it. There you go. We have access to it. So now you can see it in there. I'm thinking if I remove this with this. Noise. We keep this bad boy. Now this one can move out. This one comes out, and then here we take it out like this. Boom! Hey! My God, I feel so bad throwing this one out because it's brand new. But oh well. In with the new one. Ooh, I can get to do this. Come on. Oh yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. Put it back in here. We need to connect this bad boy like this. Come on. Need to hold this, hold this. Put it in like that. And we push this back out. And then this one goes in there. And then voila! We feed this one back in. Come on. And it went all the way in. That's what she said. Okay. So now we had that one fixed. Actually, it would be a fantastic idea to try it out. So, put the key in. Let's not scratch the new one. And then, whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop. So it spins there, and this one turns in here, as you can see it. Very nice. Chicken nugget. Now we need to push all these cables back in, very nice and tidy. That one sits in there, so we can actually fit it all back in. Come on. Next step, I want to do the ignition. To do the ignition barrel, remove this bad boy. I think this one has a lock. Just noticed something. So this part in here that goes in this one, it actually has lock and unlock. So when you put it in, well, I want to have the Royal Enfield like that, so I'll be putting it like this, and then it goes. I see. So it has to be like this. But it's becoming looser, or is it just me? Nice. Nice job, Royal Enfield. Okay. Sorry, I got distracted. Okay, what do we have inside? We have some stuff on the other side. I need to put it on something in there. It's quite heavy. Yeah, that was not smart. We have a thin one, passenger and rider, so that's how I can remember. Okay, they're quite deep in there. So the thin one, passenger, and the thick one, rider, so I can remember their position. Nice. Now we have this one, and I need to see what it is. And this one looks like the fuel one. And then if I click these two yellow things, it's out. This is petrol, but it smells better than the tank. So there's definitely issues in the tank. Now I have this plug. This plug is coming out like this. We have this button, and then we have that plug in there. On the other side, let's use this tool so I can press on it and push it up. Come on. There you go. And it's out. And then I don't see anything else that can hold it. So let's try to lift off. Okay, it's hitting in there. It should come back towards me. Huh? Yeah, boy. We have the tank off. First of all, the bike looks so much slimmer. I wonder why they didn't put a smaller tank in here. Just go a little on the sides to reduce the weight. Anyway, let's not get distracted again. Let's find the red plug. I think I found the red plug. I think that's the red plug. I got it out. And then, there you go. It's out. So we take this one out. Back to the fancy tool. Press on this, release. Yeah, boy. Now we need to remove the ignition barrel, which is here. There are a few screws from what I see. There's Allen there, Allen here. Yeah, so it's a 5. It's a 5. This thing is bent, mate. There you go. No wonder it was catching. And then Same thing on the other side, which the one is a bit looser, but damn, that's bent out. Now for this side, this is bent even more, but there's a chunk missing as well from the steering lock. Alright, boy. Hey, 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 every car. Funny enough, this is actually straight. And this is the chunk that is missing. And this one here. Now you can see the difference. Okay, back to the bike. We need to fit this one like this, and I have to feed this one through there. Come on. Attaboy. This one goes in there, this one goes down in here, and this one goes up in there. Come on. Perfect. %100% tight. Good. Smart design. Okay. I'm getting more impressed with this Royal Enfield. With the quality of it. Let's hope I won't jinx it. Et voila! Then push this one in. There we go. I love that click. And that one is in. And then we have to put it on this bracket in there. And it's nice and safe. Well, that was the ignition barrel. Actually, let me test it before we carry on. Let me see if it works. So, testing this. This is off. Well, steering lock works, which is nice. Off, on, off again. Well, it doesn't turn on because there's still no battery. While we are here, let me check the filter just to be on the safe side. This is too big, so it looks like it's a 4. Sesame. No. Ah! I bent my nail. You went the other way. That hurts. Pry it open with something. Don't do like me. Anyway. This is a big one. This is a big unit. Looks new to me. Looks in good condition. Airbox looks in good condition. Airbox smells nice. So seems like everything is fine in here. No need to change it. No need to do anything. And now I see why it's so tight, because this ring goes inside of this and inside the filter, where the filter goes into other one inside. So that's why it's so tight. So there we go, as we know. Oh wait, tight. This is plastic. I need to remember this is plastic and it's not just metal, so I don't have to do it too tight. There we go. Next business is to do the fuel tank, which I have here. Unfortunately, due to a corrupted file on the camera, I've lost all the footage I had with the tank. But don't you worry, I'll be talking you through with my discoveries. After I removed the tank from the bike, I took the fuel pump out, and I've noticed that inside the tank was something brown, and it was not smelling nothing like petrol, more like a mixture between stale rainwater, petrol and debris. I've took everything out from the tank. I've rinsed it twice with fresh petrol,
wiped it clean. I've removed all the debris, found the spring as well inside. Once I was happy with how clean it turned out to be and the fuel pump as well, I fitted back the fuel pump onto the tank, did the leak test, making sure it's not leaking. Also, I've turned the tank upside down in order to do a leak test on the new fuel cap. That was a pass. So since I was happy with everything, how everything turned out, I fitted it back on the bike.
Okay, so very light tension on it. Oh, wait, you've seen that? Not even a drop. You be able to see this, but it's a bit black. It looks very black and smells black. Smells like burned oil. It's draining slow, but it's draining. We are at 200 and almost 90 milliliters. There you go, 290 milliliters is still coming out. Quick update, the scale wanted to turn off even though it was still counting and going up, and it stopped at about 320 milliliters. I mean, that was a few seconds ago. Now it got to 11 milliliters after I turned it on straight away, and this is the oil that's coming out. That's the oil that's coming out. It barely comes in anything. Look, 14.6. It's barely any oil in it. I really don't know what happened with the oil in this bike. I'm a bit scared that the bike actually been run without oil. I might try to start the bike for a bit. I'm hoping this is not a seized motor. This is not good. This is not good. 335 milliliters. That's all it came out. Getting worried because that's all the oil it came out. I noticed that on flat surface it would not show me any oil. Only when I tilted it to the right there was a bit of oil going up. But funny enough, that oil was through the small window in there, was much clearer than this. So I'm not sure what happened. Yeah, pushing the bike down is not changing anything in there. This thing really threw me off, because could this be the reason they got rid of the bike? Because they seized the engine? Is this a seized engine? Should I start looking for a new engine on the internet? Because this is gonna be a bloody big job then. Because if that's the case, then my first Copart experience is gonna be a really bad one, and I don't think I want to do it again. Can't risk this twice. The drain plug is still out, but what I just want to do is to crank it. Let's see. On the bright side, it turned on quite easily, so I'm happy with that. But my worry for the oil is still not out. So the engine, it's not seized, so that's fantastic news. The engine is not seized. Feeling relieved now, because my god, I'm getting goosebumps. I'm like, my mind got so busy, like before I started, just this second before I do the cut, I just went completely silent, and my mind starts going, what if I bought a seized bike? And it's almost a brand new bike, so an engine for this is gonna be so expensive to either repair or fit a new one that it would not worth. I will lose money. I'll lose money, and that's not good, because why would I do that when I just, buy a new bike and that's it? But yeah, this is all the cream that came out. It's literally on the bottom. I need to look for a manual to see if I'm missing something in an oil change. Maybe this one has special, different oil change. I do see another plug on the other side, but that's not as slow. Oh, there are two in there. They're not as slow as this. So that means it can't be that one. So it has to be this one. Okay. Applying some tension on it. That should be enough. Let me check the internet what they say about an oil change for the Himalayan, and I'll come back if I'm missing something. If I find a place for 1, 2, 5 different O-rings, and yeah, having mixed feelings, and I don't know what to think. That really scared me. I really thought it was a seized engine, but even without a seized engine, running an engine, I'm not sure for how long it's been ridden like this, or what actually happened with the oil, because 1,300 miles, mate. What happened with oil? Where all the oil went? Or maybe the piston rings are shut. I haven't seen any cracks or oil drips marks on the engine case, anything. So yeah, I will see. I'll be back. Had a look around a bit, and indeed it was a user error, my error. So I got scared for, I hope nothing. I still need to see, but apparently it's not as straightforward as I thought changing the oil on this bike. So the 13 mil nut I removed where the oil came out, that is not the actual oil drain plug. On the Himalayan 250 have two oil drain plugs, which are the size. So the ones I've seen earlier, which I said to myself, those cannot be, that cannot be, it's these ones. Well, they are these ones, this and this. So I have to remove these two. There are some strainers inside. So this is where two O-rings are going. Then there's another O-ring on the other side, and there's some oil coming out from the filter as well. So that might actually add up to all the oil that theoretically should be in the bike. And I have my trustworthy assistant in here. He decided to give me a hand this time. Probably after he's seen me what I did the first time, he didn't wanted me to do a messy job again. Get scared for nothing. So extra tight in here. Oh, okay. So if it wasn't for the way the service is done, I would have never opened these two screws, because I would have thought this is something to do with the engine. I mean, I never seen an engine to have two drain plugs, and they're situated in here. Okay, so there's one coming out, which anyway, again, it's so dark. I mean, so dark, the engine oil. Have a look at that. That's one, and one of the O-rings is going on this. And now let's do the other one. It doesn't fit. It does not fit. This one is coming quite low now. So okay. Got my I need to make sure I have enough space to take the racket out, because stopping in these massive foot pegs, mate. The biggest foot pegs I ever seen. They're huge. Okay. This one might shoot out apparently. So let me take it out nice and easy. No, it doesn't. But I gotta say, I'm thrilled that I know it doesn't look like it's gonna probably take me a while to go back to get my mojo back, but I'm glad that there's more oil coming out. I still want to measure it though. We have one strainer in here. And now more oil coming out. But I see something that's worrying me a bit. So as you can see, it's very dark. Don't worry, this is a clean sock. I use them as rags once they are out of use. But what I'm trying to show, maybe it's better like this. My hands are shaking so much right now. See this? That's a piece of metal. I got stuck in there. It's more like aluminium because there's a magnet in here and it does not attach to it. But at least the strainer did its job, which is good. I'm not sure if they are different, but I will take this one out because I've seen that the moment I removed it, more came out. There you go. Let's not drop it in that oil pan. And this feels bigger. That's telling you the oil, it's black. Ooh. I'll show you my reaction. What's that for? So, oh come on. Hold it in my hand. This one is full of metal shavings. There, 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 there. So if I am to use it on this, oh my god, it's grabbing this sock like crazy, everything. Well, on the bright side, they didn't make their way into the engine. Also, I see the magnet on this one. It's full of shavings as well, because I just cleaned the magnet. And this line, you see, this black line, it's from the magnet because I wiped it like this. So I wiped everything on it. So I'm hoping this is just running in, maybe running in, because at this mileage maybe still running in, but I'm so glad I've decided to do the oil change, because this is not looking healthy, at least in my opinion. I put this cardboard in here because I don't see anything to catch the oil, so it's gonna make a whole mess on the engine, but most of that oil is gonna go on the exhaust, and I don't fancy doing that. So I done this, so it's gonna drain in the same pot, so I can actually see how much oil is coming out. And now let's undo this one. It's a 14 mil Allen key. But it's why everything is so tight on this? My god, mate. Oh, okay. Nope. I really thought I got loose enough. Okay, now it's coming out. Well, an oil coming out? Yeah. Opa! Let me pour this one straight in here. There's a spring as well in this, so we have to make sure it doesn't drop in there, because I'll be losing that, which is not good. So now this one needs a wipe. This is where the new, whoops, one goes in. This one comes out like this. And you know what I want to do as well? I want to check this oil filter. As you can see the color of it. I mean, I'm not sure why it's so dark, because theoretically this oil is only 1000 miles, theoretically, and I'm hoping there won't be any cappuccino in here, but metal in there. I'm not sure if that one, you see, maybe the light position, but you see that thing that is coming from there and forming. Again, that's metal shaving, fine one, but metal shavings. I wonder if I cut this with a knife I can actually open it. Oh my god, wait, it's splashing everywhere, come on. But in this, so this, as you can see, this is the exterior line, but that in there is the inside line, and each single one of them has shavings. The bottom of this, bottom of this, bottom of that, all of them inside. All of them. More on this side of the filter, but you see this ones, there you go, shavings in there. I mean, the thing is, when you're going to a dealership, you don't know any of this, so you don't know what happens behind closed doors. So it could be that's all the Himalayans are. It just nobody knows because nobody opened an actual filter so early, or maybe there are some videos. I haven't looked. I'm curious actually how an oil filter looks after the first 300 miles, because that's when you should do the first oil change. So I'm really curious to open one of those and see actually what's inside of it, how it actually looks, how it looks on the second oil change, then third oil change, then fourth oil change. This was so hard to open that now this Allen key got stuck inside. So on the bright side, there's more oil that came out, which is fantastic. I wonder how much is an oil change for this bike at the dealership, because my god, this is a complicated, long process compared with other bikes, which is bang, bing, boom, boom, think, bing, tang, job done. This is a whole story. Well, at least when I started the bike earlier, I was still having oil in, so nothing to worry about that. Who decided, after so many years of making all sorts of oil containers, that this is the way forward? Besides an accountant, because this is who made this, an accountant. There is no way you can pour this without going on the box and on the whole bench. This is messy, extra messy, nice, soaked. So we have this one in there, gasket popped out, we push it back in, try to make it nice and dandy. Come on, stay in there. We got this and that. Come on, there you go. was the... Ah, of course. I should move a bit slower. The gasket is coming out. Alright. Pushing it back in. That's it. Let's tighten this back in. Okay, this moved, which is good. About that much. Okay. Now we can clean it like this first. And then we can use a bit of brake cleaner to wipe it properly. We can actually wipe it nice and clean. There we go. That's good. That's fantastic. With the light black on the front, and you should hear a pop. No. Ah, you went a bit more in, and then pop. Oh, it really went. It really goes in. And the stronger black on the rear. You have to lift the back a little bit, because otherwise, so when you push it in, you have to lift the back a bit, because it doesn't go in where it should. That's it, you see, and then pop, pop, pop. I hope these two are exactly the same. I don't remember which side they came. Let me oil a bit this part so it doesn't pinch the o-ring. Boom, boom. Let me use the smaller one. Okay, tight, tight. Let me clean around, so in case there's oil leaking, I can actually see if it's leaking, if it's new oil, and it's not just dirty from when I did the change. Well, this is a whole lot more from what you've seen earlier, so that thing is definitely not the plug. You see this hose, breather hose, it has to go in this, and then this part goes in the frame. Okay, so that one sits nicely in there, that sits nicely in there. What I like doing is to measure my oil all the time. So I have here a 2-liter measuring mug cup. Pour this. Look how badly it pours. It makes a mess no matter what. I like the color though. It's reddish. Okay, so now 1800, 19, 2000. Look at this. I try to stop even pouring into this, and it leaks everywhere. Fuchs. I'm not sure if you can see this window, but I do have all of the stuff in here. Let me hold this with one hand because the clutch is just there, so the funnel doesn't fit in. Then we got 2 liters in here. Hopefully I won't spill anything. Okay, I'm back with another 100. So we are at 2.1. Indeed, the oil is way over the line in there. But also I did not start the engine, so obviously the line is gonna be a bit bigger. I'll probably let the engine run to warm up, and then stop it, wait, I don't know, 2 to 5 minutes, and see where the line is. Now it's time to actually hit it running properly, not just a little bit to see the oil just earlier. So getting goosebumps. Turn lights work. What's the time? 45. So I want to leave it to run for 5 minutes. In the meantime, I can check a few things on it, hear it running, and then it's fluctuating a bit for some reason. Make sure it's warming up properly, but I don't hear anything bad on it, any ticking noises, any stuff like that. I put the oil pan there to measure it, so it's now draining as I want to see how much oil I got out. Okay, so that works. Brake light, both of them work. Yes, this one works as well. Third signal works. This works. That works. What does this button do? Ooh! So I was wondering what this button does. Oh wow! That's nice. Yeah, I need to learn about how these things work. Appearance stuff, and then this goes through. I see. Alright, I need to play with that. So that works. Type C USB. Haven't tried it. I need to see if that works. That works. That works. I see this one works. Lights. High beam. And then that's it. Or pass all the way here. Okay. It sounds good to me. I see the smoke. It's not smoking actually badly, but there's a bit of, I'm assuming, steam, because yeah, I can have my hand on the exhaust, even the side in here. So probably still warming up. Yeah, you can see some now. Yeah, somewhere here it shows more. I don't feel any bad smells in there, and I don't hear knocking, bagging, tapping, anything like that. I've checked already the bearings for the wheels front and rear, so those are fine, I know that. I've checked the headstock bearings as well, those are fine. Swing arm bearings, those are fine. Haven't checked the brakes though, more like properly. I know they brake, I know they stop the wheel, but I only just pushed it up and down. I haven't tried the gearbox. I need to try the gearbox. I don't even know if it goes through all the gears and stuff, but now because it's running, I can probably try the gearbox. So alright, clutch as well, we can try the clutch. Okay, that's first. The first works. That's second. That's third. That's fourth. This is fifth. And this is sixth. And goes in neutral easy. Well, with flip-flops. But I'm happy the gearbox works. Clutch seems fine. The bite point, well, at least now this is definitely not the proper way of checking the clutch. I need to take it on the road, but not until I get the saddle fixed and then get the number plate, insure it, actually get the V5. I need to apply for V5, but what I'm doing is I'm trying to find what's wrong with the bike so I can fix it by the time the new V5 arrives, so I can actually go and try it on. You see, it's been running for 6 minutes now, so I can stop it. I can stop like this. That's just steam probably, because it was at 45, so now it has 5 minutes of running. Radiator feels warm. It's warming up. It's definitely warmer than this. This is definitely warming up. Exhaust, and as it stands now, it's at the max level. It looks spot on max. Probably it's gonna be a bit more oil draining in from the engine and other parts, but I'm happy. I'm happy that it works. I'm happy that it's all good. I've noticed that the tail, it's a bit wonky. It's to the right side, so it's there, but I'm glad that the frame seems straight. The frame looks to me to be straight, so I'm happy with that. I think, well, not this is it. I wish this is it. I still have to fix the saddle, so I'll be gluing that one. I'll probably put that on a time lapse or something like this. What I'm doing now is I'm actually draining a bit more of this oil from the pan, but so far sits at just almost 1900. So almost 1.9 liters. I think with the mess from the pan and probably what's left in there, and probably a bit of burnt oil or stuff like that, I'm happy. So at least it's not 335. that was crazy. That really gave me a shock. We have Drago here for inspection, making sure everything is fine and the air is clean. Alright guys, then I will be seeing you on the next episode, where I will be testing out the bike out on the street and on some trailing, because I don't want to go for anything heavy with these tires, and also I don't want to buy any novice tires yet, because I don't know how I will feel on the bike. I want to see first how I feel on the bike, and if I like it, then I will carry on and get a few goodies that I want to get for it, like novice tires, hand guards, and much more other stuff. But if it's not what I'm after, if I don't like it, if I doesn't suit me, then it's gonna go for sale. I'll be also doing in the next episode a full breakdown of all the costs and how much it cost me and where I am standing now with the bike, because I'm putting all of them there. I know there's gonna be some costs of £25 for the V62 plus about £18 for a new number plate, plus 10 more pounds, around £10 for those two metal bars that goes under the seat. That if I can fix the seat, and then while testing the bike out, nothing else breaks or anything that I discovered that needs changing, swapping, repairing, fixing, I need to do a clean for the chain. And then yeah, I want to remove this back plate as well, because I don't have any top cases, and I'm usually GV fan, not Shad. And then that's it. I will get a mirror It only came with one mirror, so I have an original mirror, but I think I still have a Transalp mirror. I'm hoping that's gonna fit in there, and if that's gonna fit, then that's a go. If not, I'll get something, and then that's it. See you, see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.